We here at the Sports History Network proudly partner with 26 podcasts, all revolving around the history of sports. But did you know that many of our hosts were sports history authors way before they started their shows? It's true. We've got Joe Ziemba, host of When Football Was Football, Joe Zagurski, host of Pro Football in the 1970s, Mark Morthier, host of Yesterday's Sports, Tommy Phillips, host of Lombardi Memories, and Scott Adamson, co-host of From the 55-Yard Line. All these authors have many books for you to choose from. To check them out, go to our website at sportshistorynetwork.com/sportshistorybooks. Pick up your copy today. Soundtrack provided by Kevin MacLeod of filmmusic.io.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends of sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch. Welcome once again to the sports break for June 27th, because sports history is made every day of the year, and we try to preserve it, or at least a small sampling of it, by the players and their uniform numbers that created the history in sports. And we have some dandies today. But before we get to those, we're going to number off some of these uniform numbers we're going to talk about. The number 6 a couple times, 25, 44, 41, and the number 10. Just some little hints of what we're going to be talking about in sports history. June 27, 1963, Philadelphia Phillies, Johnny Callison wearing the number 6. Well, he ended up hitting for the cycle in the game. In other news from that same game, Philly center fielder number 25, Tony Gonzalez, ends his record 205 consecutive airless games. So quite a game for the Philadelphia Phillies back on January 27, 1963. About June 27, 1977, San Francisco Giants hitter Willie McCovey, old number 44, cleared the bases twice with a pair of home runs in a single inning for the second time in his career. The previous time he did it was on April 12, 1973, so just a little over 4 years earlier than that, the great Giants hitter Willie McCovey, wearing number 44, hitting 2 home runs in a single inning, twice in his career. Tremendous. How about June 27, 1980, Los Angeles Dodgers, Jerry Royce, the number 41, tossed a no-hit wonder against the San Francisco Giants for an 8-0 Dodgers victory. Great baseball out there in California. Those two teams going at it. The two teams that left New York in the 1950s to go out to the West Coast playing each other in that game. Now, June 27, 1984, UEFA European Championship Final in soccer was played at the Parc des Princes in Paris, France, and Michael Platini, wearing the number 10, and his teammate Bruno Bellone each scored as France blanked Spain in a 2-0 contest match for the UEFA European Championship game. Now, June 27, 1986, hey, all I can say is, dude, take that refrigerator off your back. It's killing you. Second baseman Robbie Thompson, number 6 of the San Francisco Giants, set a record as he was caught stealing 4 times in one game. That is amazing. Now, most guys don't get on base 4 times in a game. He got on base 4 times and got caught stealing each of those times. Must have had a catcher that had a sight set on throwing people out. Because that is just one weird and odd Major League Baseball record right there. Now, thank you for joining us for this little bit of history in the sports break. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us tomorrow for another one. And you can catch sports history all the time on the sportshistorynetwork.com, where we have about 27, 28 different podcasters that are just bringing us great sports history, bang, 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 every single day. And you can find some great things there. Thousands of hours of listening to and reading as well. Also, our own sites, pigskindispatch.com and jerseydispatch.com. We have some great sports history there too. So till tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. This penalty kill is almost over. I got to get back out on the ice. But thanks again for joining us for another great edition of Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch is also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel. You get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
It was just another ordinary day in the offices of the Pittsburgh Guardian newspaper circa 1924. But for Marla Delft, assistant editor, everything was about to change. For she was about to discover the awesome attractiveness of Row 1 brand retro sports paraphernalia items thanks to Orville Mulligan, sports writer.
And there it is.
Wow, Orville, that's really the bee's knees.
Isn't it just? A poster-sized replica of the actual 1909 World Series program cover.
I can see that. But where did you get it? And where'd you get it framed?
I ordered it from the Row 1 website, where over 6,000 items of sports memorabilia from the 1880s to the 1990s are available for reproduction, in multiple sizes and in several different materials, with over a dozen styles of frame to choose from for prints like this.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Delft would love to put up more of these in the office. But I'm equally as sure they're beyond this newspaper's budget.
Not at all, my dear Marla. See for yourself. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. Oh my, these are good prices. Oh, and look at this stuff. Oklahoma-Nebraska football, college basketball art, Michael Jordan items.
And so it
retro
was that
sports
Marla Delft
advertisement
discovered the
collaboration.
splendiferous magic of Row 1 sports memorabilia, arts, and prints. You can too by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. That's ROW1 today for access to the full Row 1 catalog of gallery prints and gifts like t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, telephone cases, coffee mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Act today for 15% discount off all prints with coupon code SHN15 and 20% off all other items with coupon code SHN20 at checkout. And keep your dial locked to the Sports History Network for the exciting chronicles of the 1920 sports world in Orville Mulligan, sports writer. Coming soon.